Hey guys, welcome to another amazing brand new episode of Inside the BBN House. And as always, my name is Lifa and I have a very, very beautiful somebody with me today.
Aww.
Red.
Is that my name? Is that what you're giving me? We can add Debbie to the front of it.
Yeah.
Who could make it Debbie Red?
Debbie Red and I'm Lifa Blonde.
Yeah, right. The colors. It's the colors for me.
It's given. Debbie, how are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
How's this week been for you?
Dramatic. Just like the Big Brother Naija All Stars has been.
The HOH game. I feel like this is the only game in the house that the housemates actually put in their all. I think this is when you're supposed to be doing individuality. You know, where Jai is supposed to be for teamwork.
Yeah.
HOH is individuality. And it's like one is lacking one. So everybody, obviously they're fighting for themselves and everything. And shout out to Big Brother because I don't know, the people who come up with all these games and activities, oh wow, people work for Hunger Games. Because I won't be able to be running and walking, I will just down the spot.
You don't know now.
And it will take a while to resuscitate.
But you know what's interesting?
Yeah.
I like how intense they have become. Usually with head of house games, and I like the fact that also the latecomers were punished. Usually with head of house games, you find certain housemates just sitting down and they don't care. Whatever happens.
Yeah.
You know? But this time around,
They ain't playing.
120 million, you guys, like, more head of house immunity, more, they went at it.
Boyfriend wanted to offer that money.
Stop the cap.
And I think the idea of the BFFs is now making them to not just see it about themselves, but other people.
Yes.
Because who knows, today's
If you
BFF,
win, I'll be able to save this person.
today's BFF can be tomorrow's head of house. So
Yeah.
you're like,
You have to
gotta
be wise.
pick, gotta pick the right
The
person.
same way tears is not a strategy. The same way crying is strategy. A lot of things. We're getting there. We're all getting there.
So for the first time, a female head of house
Shout out to
this season.
Yeah. Shout out to Miss Lambo.
Yeah.
I am sad about it.
Why are you sad about it? Queen of highlights, oh.
Exactly. Why should she be the first to be the
It was
first?
destiny.
Yeah, we will not hear what that woman does. And that is of Jesus called my neighbor.
And you know what? I think the person that's going to benefit the most is Fraud. For one weird reason, it's like Fraud has decided to attach his star to Messi's star this season, and it's working for him.
He found a very good strategy. You know, it is the way I uncover these things as an investigative journalist. We've got fraud, as far as I'm concerned, you cannot say you love your wife dearly and be holding another lady's bum.
Have we entered this conversation?
No, I just want to chip in that since we mentioned fraud.
Okay. So that's what is coming to your mind.
Yes.
Once you mention Fraud, you mention Messi's bum bum.
No, you mentioned Messi's bum bum. Then you're not claiming, oh, my wife, I just want to tell you I love you from the heart of my bottom.
Look.
And please, my mechanic, return my wife.
So are you telling me that because I know you like.
Unfortunately, sorry, his wife. Shout out to you. Now give birth. It's over.
So I wanted to also chip this into chipping your chipping.
Okay.
I don't know why people are getting their. Well, I don't want to use this word, but why? What the F? Like, what's the point? Like, let it be. I'll give you an example.
Okay.
Are you going to tell someone like who's married in? Okay, let's say Ramsey Noah. Not to do kissing scenes, not to do love scenes just because he's married or he's married. That's his profession. It comes with it. So what is the problem? He's not good. BBN is not a convention.
No.
And it's a show about entertainment.
Maybe don't say that.
Why?
Maybe don't say that. Okay, let me use an example of Mike.
Okay.
The only fine boy I've seen him. You know. When he was married, obviously.
Good for him.
But he was in the house, he composed himself.
That's his mic. And this is Fraud, two different people.
But you cannot be saying, coming and, oh, I love my wife, I love my child, I love this, and I say,
well, honey, I'll say the stakes are high. Well, it's time for hot topic, and you know what that means. It's about to get hot, heated. Exactly.
Okay.
Because the things that have been happening in the house are enough for the temperature to rise. And we start off with the part where housemates pretend to like each other and they enter the diary room and start with their pardon me, pardon me, pardon me.
It's the fact
who pardon who now?
It's the fact that you men think you can, take us with some little kisses and X and all that. Who do you think you are? We are smarter than you. Who run the world? Women. And yeah, I'm talking about Cross and ilebaye. Of course, I'm talking about my girl. She's smart. She knows what she's doing.
Are you sure?
Cross, you cannot come here and do nonsense.
I know we're all about girl power, but then 120 million has no gender.
Red.
And I think ilebaye at this point should not allow herself to be manipulated.
Yeah.
That's my own. That's my worry for her. Yeah, kisses, hugs, she thinks she's playing the game, but at the same time, you're talking to people that are much more experienced when it comes to backstabbing. Because there's no way you go into that house that you will not backstab somebody. And these people have been doing it way longer than you have. Ilebaye fans,
are you a militant?
Don't think that your girls got it covered though.
Doyin, yeah, a couple of people voted. Even Adekunle.
That's not shocking for me.
I'm not surprised.
Why is it not?
I'm not surprised because like a few months back we did something like this, and we're talking about Adekunle. I see him as a very funny person. Yeah, he's smart. But it's always smart people that always fail in the end.
Oh really? That sucks.
They never get far, and that's exactly what is happening. So he can enjoy his just 10 minutes of fame. He can enjoy it, think he's smart, he thinks he's playing Venita. But I feel like Venita has a side as to why she wants to boy that boy.
Well, I don't think that Adekunle is smart. Adekunle is smart.
He's smart,
so let's
but in a corny way.
Whether it is corny or not,
he's smart.
I don't understand this.
No, you have to be using your smartness for good.
So what's the good? What's the good?
For something better.
Or what is?
Well, I don't know how to explain it to you, but I know what I feel.
People always make this mistake. It is a game. And with games, you have to bring in everything. I'm not saying that you should go around like intentionally hurting people in the process, but at the end of the day, sacrifices would have to be made, and you have to be wise and knowing when to make those sacrifices. And why am I shocked? No, why am I not shocked that he would vote for Doyin to be pardoned? I feel in a way that both of them do not realize that. I feel, when you're in primary school now, where a boy likes you, he will stone you. Or you like a guy, it's a boy, or a girl likes a boy, you see them pinching each other.
Yeah, but
they like it. I feel like those two kind of, maybe it's too late for them, but I think those feelings that they had is still there. And those feelings, sometimes love can turn to anger.
But the thing is that Doyin,
I feel like this is love that's turned to anger.
Doyin doesn't like him.
They like each other. They should stop lying.
No,
they like each other.
Honestly speaking, I don't.
But I think lots of things have happened to the point whereby they cannot bring that feelings out again.
So it's good. Let them keep it like that.
But at the same time, Adekunle is trying to tap into the fan base, saying, "Look, I'm a bigger person. I've moved past this."
Yeah.
So people were like, "Oh,
you see,
this guy."
It's also a good thing. Smartness is
also a good thing.
It's not free of charge. It has a twist to the smartness, and it's not supposed to be like that.
Why not?
Be smart with empathy. Don't be smart with cornyism.
Why would you say that?
Is that an English like that?
No,
I have no idea.
It's corny.
Anyway, yeah.
But I don't see when people say, "Oh, Adekunle is being corny," I don't see him that way.
If
I
you
think
say so,
smart is smart.
You need to be reviewed, Red. You need to be
in
reviewed.
This game, there's nothing called corniness. You're either smart or not smart. There's no in between.
Then Mama Venita, I don't know why she feels Adekunle has to be voted every week.
When they start showing the highlights of certain people, I don't know how Venita would feel when they show some of her highlights.
I feel like
I won't say she's the last person I thought I was going to start acting this way. In the sense of, you've been in the house before. This is not a fresh.
And she shows this certain type of,
like
maturity, So it's quite, she was a role model at the time, But due to certain things that have happened in the house, I feel like she's a traitor, first of all, So, yeah. I never expected her to act the way she's acting. Well, maybe it's a strategy.
Well, strategy.
It's
Or
not-
maybe love can make you do crazy things.
Oh.
But, you know, she said something, and whether people agree or not, her being with Adekunle is kind of ego boosting for Adekunle.
Yes, now.
But
Yes, now.
and then she feels like, oh, because Adekunle is smart, you know, and people respect that smartness, they're going to transfer a little bit of that to her.
Strategy, my
Well,
God.
if it works for her, it works for her, but I don't think it's going to take her that far. If she thinks it's what she's going to rely on.
I feel like she will soon leave. After Shay, of course.
It's after Shay.
After Shay, of course. Shay has to leave this week.
You say Shay has to leave this week.
He must
Do you
go.
know, the more you say Shay has to leave this week, the more fans will say, no, he's not going
He's not the
anywhere.
only one that is a grandson. Thank you. Still inside the BBN house, we're heading straight to X-ploration. X-ploration as in tweets. A couple of people had some things to say about the BBNaija house this week. Let's start from our own opinion first, we the viewers. How did you feel about Yuri's eviction?
A moment of silence. For
We said something like that earlier. Something. What catastrophe happened?
Uriel. I was shocked, I was disappointed. But then these things happen where people feel, oh, this person is strong, and then the fan base, they're snoozing. They're just watching, they're not voting, and this is what happens. So
Yeah, because numbers don't lie.
Yeah. You can't wish somebody to win in the
And you are
competition
not
after,
voting.
you know, get your fingers very busy. So that's the result of what you get when fans don't vote enough. They're just making noise on social media, but not putting their money where their mouth is.
True.
And unfortunately for Uriel, she got evicted. And not just because she had the lowest vote. That was the twist. It was as a result of jury selection.
Which we'll head to
We'll get to later.
But yeah, I feel like the diary sessions will never remain the same because Euro was actually quite fun. And it's sad because I think in her time too, she actually got evicted on time too as well. But yeah, it is what it is.
Well,
she's out of the game.
But let's check out some, reactions.
Yeah.
Leo, who is an alumni, or should I say alumnus of Big Brother Naija, he says they do not announce who the jury voted, though, but you can tell for a fact who Teddy voted for.
Of course. Of course. We know that. We don't need to say too much. Obviously, Shay. We know it's Shay. And shout out to him for that. I really wish one of them, if not that Diana did not like a man so much, I'm sure that Shay would have been out of the house, but only God knows what is wrong with that girl.
Well, I hear that Diane, so there are so many who voted, we don't know for sure who voted who amongst the the two wise men and one wise lady. So people are saying that Lekon voted for Shay and Teddy voted for Shay and that Diana voted for Uriel, and they started saying tribalism. It's just because they are both from the Yoruba tribe. And I'm like,
Shay and Lekon are tight.
Then I heard again that Teddy voted for Uriel because Teddy and Shay, they had an issue that they are yet to resolve, and so Teddy voted for Uriel. Diana and Lekon were the ones that saved Shay. We don't know. But one thing we know for sure is that if you do not vote, your fate will land at the mercy of the jury, and you know what that means. It can go anyway.
Facts. So please always vote. You can vote via the app, websites, text message, and everything. Just make sure that you keep your fave in the house. And V came straight for Lekon. She didn't even hide his name. She says, what? I got beat that Lekon. Well, I can just imagine her saying this wallahi in that her UK accent. Wallahi.
What?
Wallahi.
I got beat that Lekon wallahi.
And then, like I said, did you vote for your fave housemate? This one doesn't have time.
But it's true. It's true.
Did you vote?
I like his response, guys. You guys have called for me when your fave landed in the bottom 3 now. How?
And to also think that Rita Dominic actually watches Big Brother Naija, I'm like, Rita Dominic watches BBM?
Do you know? People just think that reality shows are for the Raz people or stuff like that because of the drama and the fighting that usually happens and Glasgow. The day I heard that Rihanna follows one of the Real Housewives. Like she says she loves, I can't remember whether it's of Atlanta. She says she loves it.
A lot of people are going through a lot in one way. These are the things. And so when somebody's posting on their WhatsApp story or their Instagram, don't make them look like they are jobless. They're just trying to while away time and just leave that whole stressful reality and face something that will make them laugh and give them content. And that's why we need these housemates to give us good content, and that's why we need to vote for them to still be in the house if we like them. And then who else actually spoke about Almighty Princess? So she came out to like write on her IG story saying,
Almighty Princess.
I was ready to open the doors to my mansion to the new evictees. I have prepared hugs and warm a bath, but not today. Backbiters can go to hell after spending 40 minutes of your dirty session talking about Her Majesty. So Princess is now Her Majesty.
But that's the name of her, I think, is it Royalty? I think that's the name of her fan base or something. You know, being princess and all that stuff. And also being having a billionaire boyfriend and all that stuff.
I feel like there's some people that should not even be offered this platform because they just misuse it. If you had a billionaire boyfriend and keep it to yourself, why come here in the first place?
But she ain't the only person claiming to have a billionaire boyfriend though.
I know.
And they're still in the house.
But like the way she rubs it.
She has to, because that's the only thing she's falling back on right now.
That's her only progress.
That's what she's falling back on right now. That's the clouds that she's going to chase and chase until something else comes up again.
And then the billionaire boyfriend breaks up with her before the next time that she enters the house. What are we going to do about it?
Well, we'll move on to the next. You know, a lot of people might not understand why Princess is going for Uriel this way. Aside from the diary session, they also had I think they had a tip on on the dance floor, one of these Saturday night parties. That I think Neo was dancing with.
I think it was
Princess.
a night Uriel kissed Neo when she was tipsy. Yeah, I think that was the night that they had that little encounter.
So I think Neo was dancing with Princess and Uriel somebody came to drag Princess. Some issue like that, and he came.
But the thing is that Uriel wasn't the only one that came to drag Neo. Tolani Badge also did that.
This Neo,
because when she did it with Neo was dancing with someone this last week. Completely forgotten, and someone tweeted was like, "This Tolani Badge again. This is the third time." So the first time was ilebaye in the room. The second time was Princess, and then this week I think it was Cece or someone that he was dancing with. It's so crazy.
The energy that Neo came with them
is really Neo energy.
Neo energy.
So Dabs, what do you think about this whole jury thing?
I think it's a twist. And I'm going to put my neck out and say I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying the controversy that it's bringing. I'm enjoying the drama. I'm enjoying that Big Brother has decided to come for people's necks this time. And if you do not vote and your fave lands in the bottom three, best believe that the jury will step in. And I like that because I'm just tired of the usual, automatically we know who's going to walk out of the house based on the votes, based on the percentage. But now we're like, anything can still happen in the last minute.
True.
And I love that.
I totally agree with that. This jury thing was definitely a twist. I like it a lot. And you know, sometimes we might not be cool with it, but it's giving us what we want.
The drama.
And that is it. That's why we are here. Fuel is 6, 7, 10. You have to laugh a little. Fact. Yeah.
So do you think they should continue to the final?
Yeah, I hope so. So who do you think is going home this week?
Who do I think is going home this week? Considering that we're going to have some juries come in, I feel Tolani Badge might be in the bottom 3.
Again.
I see Shay there again.
Yeah, definitely Shay. And I feel Soma.
Yeah,
this is strategy
like
is not given anymore.
And maybe a big.
If anybody says Soma,
I think Tolani Badge.
Oh, okay. Anyway, between Soma
and when Tolani Badge
and
walks
Shay,
out, I want to see. The first person I'm going to check is V. I'm going to go straight to V's page. Madam, please wake up and say something.
We just be like, Alhamdulillah.
She needs to go on live when that happens, though. But that's about it. We had
Yeah.
so much fun being inside BBN House.
Yes.
Hopefully, you're going to take a trip the next time we come your way once again on this platform.
Yeah, don't forget that we're not the only faces you're going to be seeing. You're going to see a lot of different amazing people
Different
right here.
housemates.
Different housemates. Oh, we're not housemates.
We're not housemates.
Yeah, you see lots of different housemates right here on your screen. Don't forget to follow us on social media at TVC Connect and TVC Entertainment. Until same time.
We're going to evict ourselves right now.
Yeah, same station. This is Big Brother, Blondie and Red. You may please leave the diary room.
Bye.